tickets at the back either. Everybody is working for whatever they've got at the moment, and Van Keirsbulck and Kirsch have it on the front. But how much has that little flurry of attacks taken from them?
Well, this is interesting, because what you've got to remember now, it's a long drag to the line. It's only 1,500 metres to go, and here is the man, I think the only man on the road that can make the difference today. A comfortable lead for the riders in front, but Florian Sénéchal of France and Cofidis, third last year. He certainly won't want to be third again this year. He's got the bit between his teeth, rode the rest of the breakaway off his will on the final cobbled section of the day, and is now trying to get across this gap as the light fades. And at the moment, Gillian Van Keirsbulck, the main animator of this race, rode amazingly strongly all day. But could this be a big upset from I Kirsch of Luxemburg? And in around 1 kilometre's time, we are going to know the answer.
Still showing 17 seconds, so a bit of work to be done. Sénéchal has his own race to ride. Keisse finds himself at the back as they're clipping off in ones and twos. There's no coordination, there's no cooperation whatsoever left in this group. Every man for himself. Van Keirsbulck is feeling his ears are burning a little bit, and he's having a little look behind. He can see them, so they can't afford to stop for 1 minute, and they're underneath the kite. Less than 1,000 metres remaining, and Kirsch has decided there's no way I'm going to the front here. Van Keirsbulck knows he's got to lead it out, and he's a very anxious man indeed.
He is indeed looking around. Kirsch glances furtively around. Remember, it's an attack on the right hand side. Kirsch of Luxembourg goes a real stinging attack, and the response comes from the group behind.
Well, the riders are coming up from behind. Sénéchal has just perhaps used it up a little bit too early, and a lot of NL Jumbo looks like they're ready to try and take advantage of that in ones and twos to go across this gap. Kirsch has gone for it. Here comes Van Keirsbulck. Van Keirsbulck has something left, and it's all about belief. It's about belief. Have you got the legs? Have you got the strength to endure 202 kilometres of tough racing across the cobbles through this little left-right section and over the roundabout? And they're coming up to the back end of this one. There's no time for messing, and you cannot start the sprint from a standing start here. Now these riders are in a similar situation, and that could well be to the advantage of Van Keirsbulck and Kirsch up front. Van Keirsbulck and Kirsch fighting it out for victory. These riders fighting it out for third. It's going to be side by side, and Kirsch goes first. Kirsch in the yellow colours has Van Keirsbulck in his wheel, going for the line. How close to the line are they? Will he be able to sustain it? And Van Keirsbulck, has he got the strength that he's shown all afternoon for one more effort to come around him? He tries to come around, the checker flag beckons. Who's going to get it? Van Keirsbulck looks like he's just about got enough. Van Keirsbulck gets Samyn for 2017. What a fantastic two-up sprint, and the sprint for glory behind looks like it's going to go to I Keisse. What a superb effort from all the riders in another great grim day of Belgian bike racing. That is what we like to see. They scrapped it out for 202 kilometres, and there isn't a single rider left out on the roads of Wallonia today that isn't absolutely shattered. Van Keirsbulck gets a great win, and that was going to mean a lot to him in his career.
What an absolutely superb ride. I take my hat off Gillian Van Keirsbulck of Belgium and Wanty Group Goubert. A big victory for him. I said he played his hand too early, but fortune favours the brave. What a brave ride it was. What a tenacious ride it was. Hats off as well to I Kirsch here of Luxembourg. He's got to be very happy with that. Dries Devenens of Quick Step Floors takes the line, but it's the do. I think one of the things we have to dwell on today is the fact that the might of the three World Tour teams today was taken away.